All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do once all four, and I only use 4 straws because I find that's a good size for the kids to hold. Once all 4 have been warped, I guess you could say, you're going to need to tie an overhand knot at the end of the yarn. Doesn't matter if they're not all exactly the same length. So I'm just putting them all together in one big overhand knot, getting it as close to the bottom as I can. And now I'm ready to start weaving. So I'm going to take my straws, and getting started on this is probably the hardest part, just like with any weaving project it seems. And so what I'll have the kids do is hold it in their non-dominant hand and spread the straws out just a little bit like that. And then take your yarn, cut to, I usually wrap it, like I said, once around completely around my arm, and that's the length that I usually cut the yarn for the kids. I tuck it under my thumb right here, and I'm just going to go over and under like we learned last year in first grade. Let me see if I can get that tucked one more time. There we go. So, or you could call it back and forth. Back, forth, back, forth, and now it goes around. Maybe. Let me use my other finger to help hold that down a little bit. There we go. And once you've gotten enough of it woven, the nice part is that the weaving will start to hold the straws together for you, and then this hand won't have to work quite as hard. For example, I can let go of it now, and the yarn has kind of gotten it all, the straws intertwined, and gotten them spaced out for me due to the size of the yarn. I also did not tie this. For some reason, the kids are really freaked out that this is going to come unraveled, and I tell them not to worry about it. We'll worry about it later. In fact, I don't ever think that I do tie it. Notice my back finger is helping me by kind of pushing down the warp strings. And that's really about how easy that process is. It does get a little confusing for the kids because they always want to slide it all the way off the straw. If it's slid all the way off the straw and down to the yarn before it naturally goes there due to the height of the yarn, then you're going to kind of have a messed up weaving. So I tell them to keep it on the straws as long as they can. I'm going to pause right here, and I'll get a little bit further down and show you what to do when you do have it as long as the straws.